Welcome to our weekly call. It's April 26th, 2016.
Yep, happy day. So Dee's not up with us today because she is with her daughter who's having a baby right this minute.
Awesome. Let the fun begin.
No
Yes.
kidding. Yeah, she was with her yesterday and they sent her home from the hospital and said, you'll probably go into labor in the night. And I guess she did. So
They always do that, don't they?
they do. Those babies come when they want.
That's right.
We have to show who's boss right away.
It's true. Anyway, great to be up this beautiful early morning. I wonder if we're going to have rain today. We'll see.
That's okay.
It's
My
good.
flowers love it.
Yes, they do. So, well, let's just do this thing. So, do you have any concerns, questions, or anything you want to talk about, Karen?
Not really. I'm just struggling with my food intake.
Okay.
I can't be honest with myself. I keep saying, oh, it won't matter. And yeah, it does.
Isn't that true? And as coaches, it starts with us and us living our program. And if we're not living it, it's pretty hard to help other people.
Or feel integrity about it.
Yeah.
But I get it. I think that we all struggle with that. So this is a cool place to feel stronger with one another.
One of my favorite coaches, and you know her, is Jan Paxman.
Yeah.
And she was saying the other day she was kind of upset about something. She says, it's just so strange to me how my thought goes to the refrigerator. I want food. And I thought, even Jan, skinny as a pencil, that she has to, she has the same problem, Interesting.
Crazy.
It's true. In fact,
Keeps us humble.
I just saw this post from another coach who was reporting on a client. And she just said, sharing this Monday perspective from a fellow client in another Facebook group. This is what he said. I'm starting week 7. And I just have to say, I'm so glad I have stuck it out. It took me 3 to 4 weeks to start really appreciating this plan. I've done good, no cheating, but I have to be honest, week 2 and 3 were a bit of a struggle. I still felt like I was missing food and my only focus was to lose weight. To lose weight, the weight I wanted and finish this plan. Get it over with. Something kicked in after week 4. I felt so good the last 2 weeks, full of energy, no cravings, finally, truly motivated. I don't care anymore how long it takes to get to a certain weight. I finally feel like this is a long-term lifestyle change, not just a quick fix to lose weight. I feel so much better. Yes, I'm steadily losing weight, and that makes me happy too. But I finally feel happy about changing the way I eat forever. I love this feeling of not being so lethargic every day and just being motivated to keep improving my physical and mental health. For anyone struggling, please hang in there. I promise it's worth it.
Nice.
I know, I like it. It's something you can read every day or say to yourself every day. It's worth it. It's worth it.
It is worth it.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a big deal. Then, just being consistent and pep talking ourselves to, and I loved how you said it, being honest with yourself. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a pretty important thing. Decide what you want and then be true to yourself. And David was going to share something about consistency.
Yeah, it seems to be fitting in right here really well. One of my Facebook friends, someone that I've never met personally because he lives in faraway New York City, is someone that I discovered who is, not a bodybuilder per se, but someone I think not unlike us because he's in a business where he helps people get healthy. And he's also very committed to his own personal improvement. And he looks great in pictures that I see of him. This is what he wrote yesterday, and it's called, "Are You Consistent?" That's how he began this little thing, and it goes on for a few paragraphs. "I've lifted weights for over 10 years, and during that time, as far as I can recall, I never took a break longer than 3 weeks. I didn't always train correctly. I didn't always follow the best nutritional program, but I put in effort consistently for over a decade. It's unfortunate that consistency isn't a sexier word, because it's one of the traits that will ultimately allow an individual to accomplish his or her goals. When people want to succeed at something, they want to figure out a shortcut, but that's very rarely going to happen. People see results as an overnight success without realizing it takes people years to become an overnight success. If you truly want to be massively successful at something, you'll have to love it and be patient, because that overnight success you're hoping for will require consistent effort over a long period of time." There you go.
Wow, he's got this down, doesn't he?
It's good.
Yeah,
He's a good chap.
the consistency it's just a huge thing, you know, and never giving up. And yeah, some weeks are worse than others, or some days, or some hours. But as long as you know that that you want what you want, you can keep refocusing and coming back. And but the consistency is a big deal. You know, along the same line is something. One of the coaches, Debbie, was uh, going to sign a new client up yesterday, and I should just say the last couple of weeks have been interesting for me, because we started a couple of new clients, two ladies, and they're great, and they're both motivated and excited and so sick of being in their, you know, body, their present body. And, you know, I mean, they had all the signs, and we wove with them and everything. But one of them, I think she made the first week, and I think the second one was just the same. And, you know, I was trying to call them, but even in the first 4 days, I couldn't get a hold of them. And anyway, both of them, I didn't even haven't ever heard from the second one, but her husband told me that she'd fallen off the bandwagon. Anyway, so, you know, both of them are done before even a week. So the thing that I was telling Debbie yesterday when she was going to sign this girl up, I said, "Okay, Debbie, when you go in there, tell her that the number one thing, and I think it's even above eating the food correctly, is be consistent in connecting with your coach. Whenever the coach calls, call them back. Call them if you do bad. Call them if you do good. Stay connected at the hip. You know, that consistent connectedness. That's how, you know, I know, Karen, I know you've experienced that too with some of your clients, where you never get to talk to them and you're just hoping, hope they're doing okay. Anyway, that is it's a huge deal, staying connected, staying consistent. And not only for us as clients, which is just vital. I mean, you know, another voice with your coach, it just can bring peace and help you so much. But, and as a coach, oh my gosh, you've got something to help them with. I mean, I can help you. You just tell me your problem, I can help you. And so, yeah, it's vital. So I told Debbie, I said, you make her promise that she will stay connected with you. And then the other thing is for us as coaches to be consistent and stay connected to not only our business coach, which Karen, you're awesome at, but also plugged into the system. And like that boot camp we're all doing, that is huge. If you stay plugged in, you get inspiration and clients, for them to stay plugged into you, but also to have them plugged into the doctor's calls, the nurse's calls, the habits of health call. If you put them on any of those, they come away with a new inspiration and hearing it from a third voice. So I don't know. What do you think about that, Karen? I'm
I
talking.
think it's very important, even as a coach, to, like when we yesterday talked, and you told me that you were going to ask me how much I'd lost next Monday.
Right.
So that showed me that I'm not trying to do this myself, and it's easier to be honest with myself when I know that someone's checking in, not just my own thinking. And I'm sure it's the same way with new clients.
Yeah.
If you tell them that's part of the program, that you will be calling them every day for, like 4 or 5 days, that's just how they get started.
Yeah, that's very true. And people, a lot of the people that I call, I'll say, so how are you doing on your program? And they'll tell me, and then they'll say, how about you, Claudia? How are you doing? And I think that is a very fair question.
It is, yeah.
Answer very honestly. Well, it was not as good as I wanted. We had graduation this last weekend, and I was not, because you do ask me that, don't you, Karen?
Yeah.
How do you do it? I think that's just awesome because it's reciprocal coaching, so we can all use it. Do you have something to say?
Nothing more.
Okay.
I think that it seems to be this topic of the day. That's wonderful.
I think I want to add in one more, and it's still on the support and consistency and staying connected idea, and that is these three-way calls. The three-way calls are magic. We've been hearing about that a lot on our boot camp, right, Karen?
Yeah.
The three-way calls, there's something about them that you just are able to have another voice to talk, so your client hears somebody else, but also things become clearer with the client, that they feel that they have a team of people, not a huge team, but a couple of people that they can rely on if their coach is out of town or whatever. But or if they have a question, I had a coach who told me that one of her clients was just having a devil of a time not losing, and she was doing everything right. And she said, what could I tell her? How could I help her? And I said, hey, let's get on a three-way. And uh, my the coach was just so busy. She couldn't get time to do a three-way. She didn't understand the value of the three-way, or you'd make time. But anyway, so, I would text her and I'd say, tell me about your client. Is she doing any better? And she'd text me back and say, no, she's just horrible. And I'd say, well, let's do a three-way. And then I said, or if you want, I'll just call her. Anyway, it was a beautiful thing. She wrote me back her number. It was her sister. She wrote me back. She said, here's her number. She's expecting you to call. So I called this girl. And you know how we do? When somebody's not losing, we go through all the questions. And even though my coach had asked these questions, the client, she had some answers for me. I mean, she was eating out each day and not measuring. That lunchtime was her lean and green, and so she was not measuring. And I bet you $20 she wasn't getting enough protein. Anyway, so I had her, start measuring, or whatever. And on the drinking, she was drinking right around 64 ounces. But I said, what about upping that a little bit? And anyway, there were some things that just kind of came out, and she learned, oh, it matters that much that you eat within the first hour of getting up in the morning, and it matters that much that you have that last meal replacement before you go to bed. Anyway, it's just a really, really fun way to just discover. I need to call her back because I still can't get a hold of my coach. So I'm going to just call the girl or text her and just say, how are things now that we talked and you tried these new things? Are you seeing your weight move? Anyway, so ideally, it would have been best to have the coach, the client, and me on together, so that the coach would hear what I was saying to the girl, and then she could do it on her, she would be able to learn another skill, maybe other questions.
That's true. We've done 3 ways together, and even with Heidi, and the way that you say things, I don't really think of it,
Yeah,
So yeah, it's very good training for everybody that's on the line.
yeah,
So yeah, I like that.
yeah. It's very, very good. It's a really good thing. I learned so much from Heidi when she's on a call, like with you, a 3-way call. But it's fun, and it helps your clients like crazy because you're celebrating their success. And hey, my coach wants to hear what you've been up to and how things are going, and they're excited to tell you because they're doing so well. But anyway, so I've been talking a
Great.
lot. Geez.
Yes, they are good. I did a couple of 3-ways last week and had a great time.
Yeah, he did them with Heidi. He had 2 back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of things did you discover?
Oh, just I did pick up on a couple of things that I'm not sure that I would have without the third person on. You just hear things differently.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, sometimes your client will tell other people, like her sister. She doesn't want to tell her own sister that she's eating out.
Uh-huh.
yeah.
She'll tell you.
That's right.
And her sister's a pretty new coach, so she may not know that you have to be pretty careful with eating out. I mean,
Yeah.
she probably does know, but anyway. So it's good stuff. And this idea of even being trained as we are with the boot camps. Wow, hearing it from so many, the same principles from so many different people, your perspective changes. And I've been thinking so much this morning about some training that I've been listening to, trying to make up for Saturday since I didn't get to do it. But and the thought that keeps coming in my head, it's nothing new. It's just hitting me in a new way. And it's just that when you have the desire to help people, and that is your main desire, that you listen to people, you care what they're saying. And I think that if you care about people more than you care about making money, or I don't know what other things, but I thought that has to be the basis, that you care about people, and that's why you want to talk to them, and that's your main motivation. And I have always thought it was, but I don't know, just hearing it from another perspective. Can't even remember what the girl's name is, but I want to listen to her again because it's very, very good. Anyway.
That's the good thing about the recordings. You can listen, and every time you listen to it, you pick up on something else.
It's so true. It's so true. Anyway, isn't it evidence this morning to see you on here that you are plugged in and wanting? You're ready and wanting more. And I realize not everybody can get on at this hour and whatever, but to just whatever you can do to stay consistently engaged, the rewards come. And hopefully, first for us, for our own bodies, we have to take care of ourselves before we
Exactly.
oxygen mask, right?
Yeah.
Before we can help others. But that's good insurance.
Yes, it is.
So anybody else have anything? Look at us. We're going to stay at 20 minutes this morning.
I think
This is
that's
good.
excellent.
We're just Gabbies.
I know, it's great. Anyway, so you have big plans today, Karen?
I haven't thought yet.
Me neither. I haven't formulated my plan of what I want to do.
I should have done that last night, but I didn't. So
There's still time.
There sure is. Well, have a great day, and thanks for getting on.
yeah.
Thank you.
Talk to you two later.
All right.
Alrighty.
Bye-bye.
Bye.